that time of the year. It is Christmas, and so I want to tell you 5 fun facts about Christmas. Christmas in Britain, yes, but Christmas all over the world, and I'm sure that you'll be very curious about these facts I'm going to tell you. Hey guys, how are you doing? Are you getting ready for Christmas? Are you ready? Or maybe you're not ready. We are never completely ready for Christmas. Anyway, I wanted to share with you a few fun facts about Christmas today. I'm quite sure that you'll be surprised by them, or at least most of them. If you have ever heard any of them already, just let me know in the comments. But I'm sure that at least most of them are quite new and very curious. Let's start with the first one, which concerns one of the most popular carols in the world. I mean, we hear that a lot, like every day, everywhere during holidays, and it is Jingle Bells. Well, Jingle Bells was actually the first carol that was played in space. Yeah, right, in space. And it was it happened on the 16th of December 1965, and it was played during the NASA Gemini 6A space flight. That was, at least officially, the first carol that was ever heard in space, so not on planet Earth, but outside, okay, in the universe.
Stand by one. You might look like you're trying to signal something.
Now, fun fact number 2. And this concerns the Christmas tree. Now, talking about Britain, we usually associate the Christmas tree with Prince Albert. Okay, Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's consort. But actually, the truth is that the first person who decided to put up a Christmas tree in Britain was actually Princess Charlotte, also known as Good Queen Charlotte, and she was the wife of King George III. And she put up the first, apparently, Christmas tree in December, of course, 1800, and it was at Queen's Lodge, Windsor. That, by the way, Queen Victoria was apparently the first person ever, okay, who decided to send a Christmas card. So there were no Christmas cards before Queen Victoria. Okay, this began with her on a personal level and also on a commercial level. Anyway, back to the Christmas tree. Princess Charlotte probably decided to put up this tree because of her German traditions. In fact, as I said before, and also in many other videos, there are different stories and legends about the origin of the Christmas tree. But there is one which is the most popular one, and it concerns Martin Luther. We know him as a religious reformer because we know that he actually founded, the Protestant church. Well, the story is that he was walking through a forest, a pine forest in Wittenberg, where he lived, and then he stared at the sky, and he saw this multitude of stars, and this image of the trees, the pines and the stars gave him this suggestion, this idea to recreate it using candles. So he decided to light candles and put them on trees to recreate this concept, okay, on stars on trees, which is actually very, very nice and very poetic. So this is the idea. We don't know if it happened exactly that way, but what we know is that by 1605, more or less, the idea of the Christmas tree was very, very popular in all southern Germany, and very, very quick and very fast it became very popular all over the country in Germany. And then, of course, it was taken to Britain by Princess Charlotte and then all over the world. Well, let's move on to our fun fact number 3. This is a bit more commercial, and I am pretty sure that, well, if I ask you this question, who invented, let's say so, or who is responsible of the way Santa Claus is perceived? So his red suit, red coat, and white stuff all over the outfit. So the way we perceive Santa Claus was invented, or was at first the idea that came from whom? Probably your answer will be the brand Coca-Cola. Okay, well, that's not right. This is absolutely a false myth. It's a false legend. In fact, the person who, we can say, who put together this idea of this man, this chunky man dressed up like that, was at first, or came at first from Thomas Nast. Thomas Nast was an illustrator, and actually a very famous one. He was American but with German origins, and in more or less, okay, in the 1870s, he invented Santa Claus the way we imagine him today. Besides, Thomas Nast was a very popular illustrator. He is defined today as the father of the American cartoon, so he was very, very famous, and his work was very popular. That is why this image, this idea was then somehow reused by the brand Coca-Cola, and then many others, but the original idea didn't come from the brand. Absolutely. And then, fun fact number 4, and I am sure this will come as a big surprise for all of you. I'm quite sure of it. Now, you all know the song of the carol, "We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas." I know I can't sing, okay, I know that, but you know the song anyway. Well, this song wasn't a carol at first. Quite the contrary, it was originally a threat. Yes, you get it right, a threat. A threat sung by, say, a crowd of lower class servants who demanded alcohol, okay, beer, alcohol in general, from their masters during festivities. And so they used to sing this song that was completely different. I mean, the lyrics were completely different. I read them because, of course, I don't remember them. Oh, that's "We won't go until we get some." So I suppose it would sound something like,
"We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some."
Very fun, really. So it was a sort of a threat, okay? It's a very strong demand, and then it was changed into a carol, and "We wish you a Merry Christmas" is much more poetic and peaceful. That was very, very weird. Last but not least, absolutely not least, because it is here with me, last fun fact is about this little thing here, you know that we call it sugar cane. Well, the sugar cane, or candy cane sometimes, is often considered a decoration for the Christmas tree. And the idea is that it is created this way, okay, with this sort of a hook, because it's easier to put it on the branch this way. Well, that's completely wrong. The origin is completely different. Actually, candy canes or sugar canes, however you want to call them, were created to basically to make choir boys quiet. Yeah, you heard it right. There was a choir master, a German choir master, back in the 17th century, around 1670, that decided that his choir boys were too, I don't know, chaotic, too loud, and he had to find a way to make them more quiet. And the best idea he had was giving them candy canes so they could eat them, okay, while waiting between the songs or whatever they had to do. And the reason of this shape is because it reminds us of a shepherd's crook. In fact, we know that shepherds is a very common image we use at Christmas and nativities or whatever. And there are shepherds and sheep, and there are a lot of metaphors in the Bible and church concerning shepherds and sheep. And so this cane, okay, is actually not, or at least it is a decoration now, but at first wasn't meant to be a decoration to be put on the Christmas tree, but it was meant to be a little tiny sugar shepherd's crook to keep and to make choir boys quiet during their job. So that was it. That was very, very particular. So guys, I wish you a very sweet and obviously also a very warm Christmas. And as I always say, be happy, be kind, and be safe. Merry Christmas to all of you. See you soon.
Merry Christmas!